Thank you to our sponsors. Now, in the upper right, we have one of the best Zergs of all time. He is...
MVP DongRaeGu.
Well, she doesn't say it how we say it.
She says it like a Zerg.
There he is. The face of a killer. Meanwhile...
That's not a song, huh?
In the bottom left, our Terran from the Team Slayers. TaeJa. Ooh, the Terran voice is so good.
Wow. Look at that keyboard.
Whoa, the keyboard looks like it's made out of like
Smarties.
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of the candy necklaces or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got a keyboard that looks like it's made out of those cheap
that was one of the
candies
coolest keyboards I've ever seen.
You get your girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It'd say like these weird things. It's like kiss me, or it's just like maybe, and I'm like, what?
It's like, will you be my Valentine? Then they hand you this. It says maybe. It's like, well, no, I need to know now.
You can't be so indecisive.
I have to ask the girl at the desk over there if you don't tell me right now. So
when you were a kid, did you have to do that thing they do for Valentine's Day, where like
make a Valentine's card for everyone?
Yeah, you got to bring a box, and then you like have to write out like what's Valentine's. You'd be like, all right, well, there's this girl I really like in my class, so I'm gonna give her the best card.
Yeah, and it's like all DuckTales cards, and I give her like the one of Scrooge McDuck because
and
he's
mine
my
are like
favorite.
The X-Men cards and stuff. Oh, that was your favorite?
Well, that's the ones that like were on sale.
Hey, you gotta be smart when you do that too, because like some of them are like a little bit more suggestive. It's like it's like Aladdin and Princess Jasmine like together like on a mountain. I'm like, well, I'm gonna give her that one. Like, then she's gonna understand. Like,
yeah. Magic carpet.
They're like,
ride,
it's
baby.
that kid I don't like, and I'm like, well, let's just give you the one of like the parrot from Aladdin.
Yeah.
I don't even like this one.
You're like Gilbert Godfrey? Yeah, me either.
Interesting placement there for the spawning pool.
Yeah, that's
like actually. I don't think I've ever seen somebody put a spawning pool.
He's gonna unburrow it and walk it down the ramp or something,
right?
Man. I don't know what's going on here. That is really weird. I guess he doesn't want it targeted down by a drop that's the least likely place for a drop to ever end up. I think that's probably
Actually, I think you're right.
Bam.
Artosis just solved it.
Artosis looks at something confused. 12 seconds later, he understands.
The answer always comes.
All right, so TaeJa right now is getting a factory, doing a little bunker rush.
This bunker rush will not succeed, but it is forcing the Zerg to not mind some of his drones.
And of course, we are going to see reactored Hellions into expand because it's like the only build in TVZ right now. Everyone's doing it. It's actually too popular, Tasteless. Too popular.
Well, you can't really blame people for doing it. It's effective.
Oh, I can blame people for anything, Tasteless. You should see me.
I'm a blame machine.
See me in action, Tasteless.
This is the best spot to put your Overlord on this map. Start. Get a very good idea of when they're moving out.
Yeah.
If they're going to attack into you.
And if the Overlord sneezes, you don't hear him because he's right over that loud waterfall.
I would tell my Overlord to poop into the waterfall so it would get them all sick because they might use that water for drinking.
That's a good idea. I wonder if they have urea like birds.
What's urea?
You know how a bird just has like all this stuff come out at once? It's called urea. It's a mix of their urine and feces.
I didn't know that. Oh yeah, those little bird poops.
Yes.
I used to have a pet parakeet when I was a kid. So they just land on my head while I'm playing. And poop on my head. I'm like, well, this is just terrible.
Wow.
I like pause and give the guy on pause. I'm like, listen, a bird is crabbing on my head. Can you at least?
He's like, oh yeah, right. And he unpauses.
And I'm like, no, listen, this is actually like, I can't lose this ladder game. It's gonna drop my rank. So like now I have to have bird feces in my head while I do this. You don't want that, Artosis.
No, that's a terrible.
That's actually terrible.
I'm so sorry that ever had to happen to you. I wish I could get a time machine, go back in time, and give you a little hat.
Can you give me a little Kleenex and like just take that little bird poop out?
Why would I just give you like a safari hat, plastic on it?
All right, here come the Hellions. Doing a little bit of damage. Oh, he got a really nice cut up there. Really nice by him. I didn't think it was actually going to work.
And DongRaeGu killing off 3 of the Hellions. That is actually really nicely done. In fact, he's not giving up on this last one, Tasteless. That Hellion better get the hell out of there.
Get the Hellion out of there. Yeah, he can't even stop and attack again, I think.
Well, we do have, from TaeJa, Starport going up. Only 2 Pharisees so far out. Looks like he may want to do some little marine pressure with Stim and Medivacs. DRG, on the other hand, is getting all of his gases, teching right up. What's that? It's a Baneling nest, that's what. No layer yet. It's a little bit interesting.
He does have 4 gases though.
Yeah.
So that is a little bit weird.
Oh, there we go. The layer does go up now.
Okay. It has started.
DRG, the way you can tell he's so good is he connects with a creep tumor, his main and naturals creep.
It's about time more Zerg started doing that. Artosis was harping about that.
I've been harping about that since GSL 1.
Right, spine crawler on the way. Not exactly defending from Hellions there. That is definitely for any kind of push. That's why you can tell it's pushed out pretty far. Baneling's now on the way. And we're going to have to wait and see how this game turns out, Artosis. But we do have a drop coming here. I think if he goes from the bottom up, the Overlord should see it. Zerg should be able to respond in time.
Well, you're right, Tasteless. The spawning pool is not over there anyways, so it cannot get sniped. He already has some Banelings in his main base. So DRG is looking pretty ready overall. Layer just popping now. And he already has a bunch of active creep tumors as well. He's doing a great job with that creep spread.
All right, now comes the moment of truth. Will this drop do enough damage? Interesting that the second one is not actually full.
He even has spread his creep behind his hatchery and targeting
Oh my
down.
god, that was so good.
Yeah, targeting on the Banelings,
Oh, what?
that's huge.
So TaeJa's like actually a superhuman. He's like, oh, those Banelings. He's like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to shoot them down with my Marines because I'm actually insanely good.
Yeah, man, this is another case of Marines countering a lot of different units here. He's doing a great job. The Queen's coming in to start picking off medevacs.
But he can micro this right behind that. Perfect.
And he doesn't lose many Marines. That was a nice little drop.
I can't believe he targeted the Banelings. He's like, oh, hold on. I'll just shoot the Banelings before they hit me. Why hasn't anybody thought of that? Oh, because it's like actually insanely hard to do.
You know, DRG, I'm becoming a fan, Tasteless, spreading the creep all over his main base to deal with drops. Another thing I've been herping about for a bit. DRG just so smart and handsome. But TaeJa, sick micro. DRG still on just 2 base against the 2 base of TaeJa. Right now, the supply of TaeJa is high at 94 against 81. 6 mutas are on the way. Tasteless in a coma, unable to speak.
Just taking it all on Artosis.
Oh, thank God you're
I'm like, Artosis, I just realized my life was a lie. I have
to go.
I have to get out of here. Actually, that's a pretty damn good creep spread. Artosis, what does that creep spread look like to you on the mini-map? Last time we saw Barney's head.
Yeah. You know, it looks to me like lungs of like a human, basically.
Looks like human lungs to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Can't quite figure out what it looks like to me. Actually, I see yet another dinosaur's head in this one. 2 eyes on the right.
That's all you see is dinosaurs,
I know.
man. You and JP, I swear.
I see dinosaurs all the time.
And this muta's doing a ton of damage right now.
Yeah, actually very nice. He's going to be able to get this medevac. He probably should hit that medevac actually first.
Going after a lot of SCVs, and TaeJa...
What is TaeJa doing?
He's actually just
TaeJa's just going to try to end this right now. I don't know if it's a good idea or not.
Well, we will see. There's Banelings speed out and only 2 siege tanks. But his micro has been nothing short of stellar so far.
All right. The mutas are now finally going to come back home. This is a 2-base timing push, so if this doesn't work, it's pretty tough to get a 3rd base.
Well, it looks like he's going to back up off the creep here, but this is bad. Those Banelings just rolling right by Tasteless, and these Marines may be in for it. Look at this.
There's just too many Banelings, Zerglings, and mutas. And he cleaned up all that. Now all he has to do is use the mutas to try to take out these medevacs.
Oh my god.
And Terran has lost everything.
DRG just truly showing why he is so feared in this matchup, Tasteless. Wow. 114 supply to 99 just moments ago. Our Terran player had more supply. Worker count actually startlingly close right now. 66 to 62, which means Terran actually will have a higher economy because of mules. Just now populating that 3rd base with drones. TaeJa does have 2 factions out, but not a whole lot of barracks yet. Only 4 racks, 3 of which have reactors.
Spore Crawler on the way. And now it's going to be up to TaeJa to get this third base. If he does not get this third base up, there's not going to be a lot he can do. And again, it's going to be very difficult for him to secure this. He lost everything back there. He kind of have to start over from scratch. That's actually why I really don't like two-base pushing in TVZ.
Yeah, I agree. I think you need to take it pretty slow, man.
Unless it's like an all-in.
Yeah,
so this is like a wonky two-base all-in.
Well, you can't sacrifice huge chunks of army and expect to live later on. A player like DRG already taking his 4th base as he sees the 3rd going down for his opponent. His Mutalisk Harassment's about to get pretty off the hook. He's getting that +1 carry pace that he loves to so much. And he's looking so strong, even though TaeJa's keeping up pretty well. You know, losing that army, I'm never a fan of that.
All right. It looks like he actually is going to push again here. If he does push again, I'm going to really disagree with it. That would really make no sense. You know what I mean?
Well,
you really off.
You don't lose a push, take a 3rd, and then immediately send another.
Yeah,
push.
it's like completely out of order to how you want to play this game.
No sense of make havoc with that.
All right, really nice here by DRG. He's pulling that push back in, saying, "No, I want to make more drones. Actually, I actually want to, get my other bases up and running." And you have to deal with that. Now the Zergling's spilling in here, and I got to say, DRG is way outclassing him.
Oh, man, he seriously is. DRG's play is just so phenomenal at every moment of this game.
He needs to lift that.
Yeah,
is he not going to lift that up?
What?
What?
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
I think I
buddy.
just felt the tumor grow in my brain. That was actually pretty bad.
That is a flying building, guys.
Yeah, Terran buildings can fly. Wow, that was really bad.
Yeah, right now at 180 supply to 160. He is going to start pushing here, and that's probably the right call. He has to get something done. This is a terrible scenario for TaeJa right now. DRG just continues to macro, continues to make a lot of units, and just perfect harassment. It's such a treat to watch DRG play as CVT.
You know what? He just plays it so correctly.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to learn Zerg versus Terran, watch DRG. I would strongly advise you.
Seriously, his CVT it's so full of direction. He knows every moment what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's like, see right now, he knows that he maybe can kill the push if it comes out, but what's even safer is if he just flies back in there and makes the Marines stim and turn around.
Yeah, his CVT in some ways, not always, but in some ways looks better than Nestines,
Yeah.
which is like
I was
insane.
about to bring that up. I was like,
Yeah.
I would actually recommend watching this guy. But okay, here's the part where all the Banelings and the Mutas kill stuff.
And look at this, the
Look at
Banelings
that.
taking out a ton of Marines.
Those Banelings are just not ending.
And he has so many Mutas back here. Look at, oh man.
Oh my God.
A few Marines left over. And
Look at
DRG,
that landscape. It is completely covered in blood.
Wow, those are the bloody hills, Tasteless.
And he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make more Banelings and Mutas because I guess I want to win this game.
And he's going again.
I don't know if he should attack into this one.
Well, he has a good number of Banes, and the Siege Tanks did not siege. Huge mistake. He sees the Banes and sieges. Oh, man, he did not think that DRG was actually coming, but guess what? He was! He's like the boogeyman. You get older, you don't think he's coming, but guess what? The boogeyman's still under your bed, tough guy.
Still there. He's going to stab you through the bed frame.
The big, long...
Did you ever check under the bed for monsters?
I don't think I ever had anyone check. I was afraid of gremlins, not monsters.
That
I knew
movie was
gremlins.
scary.
My mom couldn't find those. They're too
All right,
small.
here we go. This may be the killing blow here. Actually, I think with the bunker placement like that, yeah, the Thor can't get surrounded, so never mind. But, yeah, I mean, this is just kind of painful to watch here. TaeJa, again, for instance, there's no real defense in this expansion. No turrets. The Mutas, if they had flown by there, could have just gone in there and killed it.
And if he even tries to send defense down there, then there's a counterattack like we see right here into the natural. DRG relentless in his play. God, this guy is just so unfathomably good.
Yeah.
Try to fathom it. Can't do it. Just happens sometimes, guys.
DRG is like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to take more expansions on the map. Look at his defense. He's got a Spore Crawler and a Spine Crawler at each expansion. Look at those Mutas. A happy family of Mutas.
Well, those Mutalisks going to come in, hit the main, and some Marines are going to have to come up to help because the Muta count is just too high. He has started +2 carapace on them. We have 2-2 on TaeJa's Marines, though, and that's definitely fearsome.
All right, the Marines stimming now. I don't think there's any way that TaeJa can recover. I think TaeJa has actually lost this game and lost it a while ago. TaeJa did slow down on his creep spread a little bit. Probably could have actually had it, a little bit more like what Seal did.
You know, with how well DRG is picking apart TaeJa in every way. Look at that. Almost
oh my God. What?
He attacked his own.
Shot. Wait. He actually just shot his own command center.
Yes, he did.
This is the part where I actually get out of the game.
This is where, like, I exit. Like, you see the Artosis has left the game.
Yeah, I like don't say GG. I'm actually like raging out. I'm like, no! All right, another Baneling attack here.
You know, TaeJa is staying remarkably calm, but I don't know what that was, killing his own command. I want to say it was a misclick, but I don't know how that would happen.
Yeah, I can't imagine the moment where you're like, oops, attack, click on the,
yeah.
Unless he had like hockey's messed up or something.
I can imagine it's frustrating for anyone to play against DRG so good. And, well, this is the final attack of the game, no doubt about it.
All right, let's try that again. Here we go. Can TaeJa do any damage here? The Banelings spill in, and that will be enough damage for the Mutas to clean up the rest of these Marines.
I gotta say, man, GG, DRG looking just completely dominating. What an amazing Zerg vs. Terran.
Oh yeah, he looks great.
And I gotta ask, what's the deal with Slayer's players blowing up their own command centers? What's the deal with that, man? First MMA at MLG, and now TaeJa here. That's actually like
what
all
is
the
with
bad.
the mutiny in the Terran
He's like,
army?
maybe if I kill this, my opponent will just leave the game while he's winning. It's like, no, buddy, that isn't Hydra. Get with it. That's DRG.
I don't understand what. I'm trying to think of the moment where that actually makes sense. That like he accidentally killed that. That's pretty hard to do. You know what I mean? And also, did he even let that orbital burn down? Like, what are you looking at if you're going to let an orbital burn down? It's like the easiest, and it's really common for this to have happen, is you have a lone expansion, it's under attack. Let's say Zerglings or Marauders or something. What do? You lift it up. Even if you have Marines there that are attacking that your command center.
You know what it almost reminds me of is for the oldest StarCraft 1 hardcore fans that happen to be watching, when Yui lost a command center to a siege tank on a ledge on Lost Temple. There was one siege tank on the ledge attacking forever, and the observer kept going back and looking, and like there wasn't really other things going on. Yui was like 400 APM, so it didn't make any sense that he couldn't do this.
He's like just spamming as fast as he can while his buildings.
It was like one of the biggest bloopers ever to happen in pro gaming in StarCraft 1.
I don't.
Well, that was like,
you know, it's supposed to be instinct that when
it
you
was so Reddit
might
might have just died anyways, but like I don't.
No, there was a period where he was just like one, he shot down his own command center. The second game, he was surrounded by. I mean, the first time. Zerglings surrounded it, and he just let it get destroyed. It's like, well, what could you possibly be doing right now?
What's more important than lifting that off, which takes
it's
two
the
actions?
most important thing about StarCraft is the workers and getting an income. It's like, all right, it's like, click on these. Like,
it's 3 actions max. Click on your mini map, click on the command center, click L.
Lift off.
It's like, I don't know, man.
No, I just don't understand.
There's no answer. I guess he was looking at Mutilus Press when that was going on, but
All right. So, as you can see, DRG.
Hey, man, a Terran's going to the up and down matches from this group. That's great to see. Pult versus TaeJa. You know, the sad thing is I think these guys are both so easily Code S quality.
I know.
So easily. There's like other Terrans that are staying in Code S, and I'm like, well, these guys are both way better. What's going on?
All right, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, so don't go too far away. This is the GSL Code S.